For every XRP Ripple holder, this is a significant day. Increasingly, more information about the Ripple against SEC trials end is leaking online. Every leak makes one thing obvious. Ripple won't be returned by the SEC. At last we triumphed in this conflict. Industry professionals, crypto lovers, and even Ripple's CEO cannot hold back their enthusiasm. Furthermore, Ripple's CEO forecasts that XRP might go as high as $50,000. Pretty amazing, no? It could be time to start $1 millionaires. Seize your opportunity. Without more delay, let's jump in. Disclaimers. The SEC has formally abandoned its appeal in the protracted Ripple Labs litigation. The XRP community is finally breathing a long-awaited sigh of relief. With that, XRP Ripple coin is no longer called a security after more than 3 years of legal conflicts, court drama, and regulatory uncertainty. For a lot of people, this starts a new chapter not only for Ripple but also for the larger cryptocurrency sector. Crypto investors and influencers are calling it a triumph. What it is? Crypto Geek said simply, SEC offers settlement with Ripple, a statement that spread like wildfire through the community. Ito Farina went even farther, tweeting, "The SEC case is now unimportant. XRP isn't a security, the rest is only noise. The legal limbo is that noise." The arguments about jurisdiction and the market uncertainty are at last beginning to quiet. What remains in the quiet is clarity. This moment was not spontaneous. The court had previously decided in July 2023 that XRP sales on secondary markets were not securities offerings. The SEC, however, had stayed combative until now, contesting portions of the ruling and maintaining Ripple in a legal stranglehold. The appeal is currently on hold. Crypto Patel, who tweeted, observed that this is significant and bullish for XRP. Increasingly, people think the SEC is completely withdrawing. Patel says, XRP holders, you feeling that moon energy yet? Really, who isn't? Former SEC Chair Gary Gensler recently featured on CNBC where he was questioned about the SEC's choice to leave not only the Ripple case but also other high-profile crypto lawsuits, including lawsuits against Kraken and Coinbase. Gensler's tone was revealing even if he did not address any particular matter. He cautioned that sentiment drives most of the cryptocurrency market. Nearly 99% is based on emotion, he claimed, implying that many tokens might not survive without solid foundations. Gensler's remarks, however, seem more like a retreat than a warning. Ripple didn't simply ride a wave of feeling, it created goods, engaged worldwide financial partners, and advanced with practical XRP use cases, especially in cross-border payments. It also survived one of the most severe regulatory crackdowns in crypto history and emerged stronger. What we are seeing now could be the start of a bigger change inside the SEC itself. The agency's approach is changing and its harsh tone is fading. Enforcement actions are being abandoned. Legal challenges are being put on hold. Ripple might have influenced the shifting regulatory scene by simple opposition. Gensler also said there are only 2 or 3 precious metals. I doubt we humans will be interested in 10 or 15,000 meme or sentiment tokens changing hands over time. XRP was never merely another meme token. It has genuine infrastructure behind it, a decade-long track record, and now legal clarity. XRP's next step then? Having the lawsuit behind it, Ripple can concentrate on increasing its services and strengthening adoption, without the cloud of regulatory oversight. For investors, it is a sign that XRP is at last free. The doubt that formerly drove XRP out of the focus has subsided, and with it, fresh possibilities are appearing. Though the SEC's hold has weakened, it could still be monitoring. For Ripple and its backers, this is not only the conclusion of a court action, it begins something far larger. But what if I told you this isn't only the conclusion of a lawsuit? It's the start of something far larger. Many are calling it the spark that might start the next bull run. Sounds daring, but top experts and crypto insiders think XRP could be right in the middle of this moment, which could generate a wave of new millionaires. The game is changing quickly, and what happens next will astound you. The XRP community is not only hopeful, it's really passionate. A wave of enthusiasm is crashing over the cryptocurrency scene. Bold forecasts are flying, and tweets are flying. Levi says, XRP is driving wealth on the way. Real Alerts takes it even farther. Prepare for the largest breakout cryptocurrency has ever known. XRP is on the verge of making history. Jack the Rippler, he goes all out. You will be the first multi-millionaire in your generation. The energy is amazing, but what is really fueling this revived confidence in XRP's future? Meet Eduardo Farina, founder of Alpha Lions Academy and one of XRP's most vocal supporters. He has a clear message, and it's drawing attention. An XRP $1,000 investment today could turn into $50,000 by tomorrow. Farina won't sell any of his holdings for less than $100 per token since he thinks XRP is at the base of a multi-generational pump. His audacious position is about vision, not only about statistics. He's not by himself. He views XRP as the basis of a rethought world financial system. Actually, Farina calls owning less than 1,000 XRP tokens madness, saying it's the bare minimum required to gain from the next financial revolution. That sort of conviction is inspiring a movement and reflects the attitude of early Bitcoin believers. Although some may find his forecasts radical, they reflect an increasing conviction that XRP is grossly undervalued, particularly now as the legal haze lifts and regulatory pressure lessens. Nevertheless, not everyone is persuaded. Critics say that even if XRP hits $100, a nearly 5,000% rise from its present $2 price point, it might not provide the life-changing riches people anticipate. $50,000 sounds great, one reader said, but it won't buy early retirement. They are correct. XRP has to not only reach $100 but also do it at scale, and soon, if it is to provide generational wealth. If ever, some experts think XRP could rise that high in 9 to 15 years, while Chanjali provides a marginally more hopeful 2033 forecast. Teleganon projects $100 by 2040. But for the really bullish XRP army, those deadlines are irrelevant. They are not timing, they are observing the motion. In the meantime, doubters such as Da Vinci Jeremy recommend prudence. They contend that instead of decade-long holds, XRP could be more appropriate for short-term plays. Citing the token's recent stagnation, they question, if not now, when? Still, one finds it difficult to disregard the feeling. The situation seems different this time given the SEC's withdrawal, Gary Gensler's acknowledgement that most of cryptocurrency is sentiment-driven, and prominent figures promoting XRP's next chapter. Perhaps it's not only about charts and deadlines anymore, perhaps it's about faith, belief that XRP could eventually deliver the promise it has carried for years. Naturally, we have to explore the most recent surge of XRP Ripple alliances. Behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, madness is unfolding. It's no longer only hype. Quietly but steadily, Ripple is placing itself at the center of the worldwide financial system. From cross-border payment agreements to major banks, the network is growing faster than most people know. Smart investors don't overlook this kind of optimistic indication. The most recent comments and events regarding XRP are therefore generating a lot of discussion, particularly regarding its increasing influence on world financial systems. Once more, Edward Farina, who just posted a controversial idea on X, is among the most interesting speakers in this discussion. In a tweet, he recommended purchase XRP before the Central Bank of Russia formally declares ownership. That's a daring claim, and it